Good morning, everybody. I just spent $2,400 at a game store, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me to see if we're actually gonna be profitable on these items. So we bought it over on the main channel. It's all this stuff back here. We'll go through a lot of Pokemon, a lot of good stuff. We have a whatnot auction today where we're gonna sell a bunch of it and just fully process the entire thing, see if it's actually profitable like predicted, and we'll go from there. So I also had a local deal in the parking lot of the game store. The items in these bags and this box for $650. I'll show you everything. We'll get it all laid out, kind of get a lay of the land. But the game store had great inventory. It's my favorite game store these days. And they were doing a sale, 15th anniversary store sale, 20% off. And they also have buy 5, get the 6th free. And the nice thing is that they will order the items by value and then give you every 6th item free down the line. So I got a bunch of free items. So it really averaged out to about 30% off of the sticker. So that gives us a little bit of room to work with. And I'm hoping that we're going to do pretty good on a lot of this stuff. It's stuff that people have been asking for in our whatnot auctions. And then some of it will also be able to sell on Amazon and get a little bit more of a premium there despite higher fees. So let's process through this collection, talk about where things are going to go, what's going to my collection, what's going to be sold, and see if this venture was actually profitable. And here we have it, guys. This is everything spread out. Just over $3,000 spent in total. I'll show you what I got from the parking lot deal. And this deal ended up being a little cooler than I realized. So shout out to Juan if you're watching this. Appreciate the deal. But got the N64, the Wii U, and a few games for $125. Hooked it up there. Definitely a solid deal. So we have to test those systems, make sure they're good to go. The 2DS XL, super clean with these two games, both Nintendogs, for $125 as well. And then our original deal was this stack of games, Roland's Curse 2, and I didn't realize how big that is. That's like a $120 Game Boy game. Pokemon White 2, Black 2, I think those are both complete. Some DS and 3DS games there. This is Pokemon XD disc only, and then Zelda and all the greatest Mario parties. And that was $400 there. That's fantastic. That's really, really good stuff for us. And I'm thrilled about the deal. Now, what we got from Second Chance Games in Portage, Michigan was this stuff here. Very, very happy with what we got. So lots of Pokemon. Soul Silver, Explorers of Darkness, Pokemon White 2, Diamond. You can see they're kind of priced accordingly, but you know, we got an average of 30% off with the sale and the buy 5, get the 6th. So it leaves us some margin, probably about 30 to 40% in margin, but some more 3DS Pokemons there, some DS stuff. I'm looking for really clean, high demand stuff for either Whatnot or Amazon. And people always want Pokemon and Zelda from us, so I got all these as well. And then there's some great SNES games right here at good prices. I love getting stuff with custom cases, so I picked up these Game Boy games. They're priced the same as cartridge only, so I love that. Some nice Genesis games and some really nice condition boxed NES, 3 of which have the wrapping around it still, just kind of open with an X-Acto knife. This is going to be a collection piece for me. This is absolutely mint, and I didn't have it. The new 3DS XL Monster Hunter edition. That thing is awesome. Got the NES Sports set. They brought that from the back, paid $35 for it. It's got the foam. Pretty good condition box, too. Beautiful SNES complete, beautiful GameCube complete, both $210. And I'm hoping that those will be condition upgrades for my collection. PS1, they threw in a memory card with it, $80, and it's really clean, so I feel good about that. I got some guides, Pokemon Coliseum guide, $25, so kind of on the high end. But again, 30% off all these prices that I'm quoting. Nintendo Powers, they had all the attachments, and then a Pokemon Sun and Moon guide. N64 games, people have been asking for popular N64 games like crazy, so. And then you may have noticed all of these handhelds. These, they brought from the back because I asked if they had broken systems, and I bought them all. Well, I bought all of these ones. There's still more. I kind of wanted to see if we could fix some of these or if we're just gonna have to sell them for parts, but you can see they have them labeled, which really helps. So the Switch Lite needs parental pin. I'm very optimistic about that. Pretty sure we're gonna be able to fix this one right away. This one just needs a battery. Should be able to fix that right away. The 2DS, parental pin, super easy. New 3DS, parental pin. So $59.99, but as long as that goes through, that's a huge score. But then there's a couple that like these 3DSs, R button replacement, don't feel good about that. The PSPs, maybe if we get a battery in them, they'll be good to go. But $290 is what I paid for all the handhelds, and basically if we can get some of those going, we're gonna be looking good. So we're gonna get right on that, getting these charged, getting them see if we can fix some of them, and I'll keep you guys posted. There's 3 things in addition that need to happen to that. So 3 ways we're going to sell, I guess. We're going to sell some of the items on Amazon. So if there's any that are like kind of priced up on Amazon or selling really well there, we'll send those off to Amazon. Matt's going to keep track of that for us. Say hi, Matt.
Hi.
There he is. It's just me and Matt today. 2, we have an afternoon auction today in a couple hours. We're going to sell a lot of these items in that auction and actualize it immediately. And then 3, January 19th, Friday, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, we have a giant show. We've been building up inventory for that. We're going to put a lot of that stuff, the really nice stuff, on this shelf to save for the really big show. So that's what we're rocking. Let's process through. Okay, getting the handhelds all plugged in, charging everything. And this is a absolutely perfect time as we're getting this PSP to fire up with our brand new battery from XYAB. To talk about them, XYAB is the channel sponsor here, and they're a video game accessories, cords, cables supplier. They're phenomenal, and you guys can use our code down below for $50 off your first $100 purchase or more. The parts that we got from them, we're able to get this PSP working, brand new battery. The Game Boy SP, just put in the battery from them. It had an exploded battery inside of it, and that's a super easy fix that we were able to do in seconds. And then I'm also noticing that this new 3DS does not have a stylus. I'm gonna assume that this 2DS might not as well. This one does. But you know, we've got some here that may not have a stylus. This one doesn't. And all of those parts can be purchased from XYAB. They're fantastic parts. They ship them like next day, super, super fast. I love them. I use their products every day in the business. Have so many over in those drawers over there. And for these consoles, handhelds, for GameCubes here, if you're missing any of the door covers, cords, controllers, all of this stuff to complete these units, we're gonna be able to get it from them. So check out XYAB if you're selling used video games, especially consoles. Info will be down in the description. But let's get back to the video. So we're officially 2 for 2 with battery replacements. Those are both fully working, the PSP and the SP. Paid $25 for that, so obviously great investment. An additional $5 to $10 for the battery. And then the SP, paid $15 for that, and an additional $5-ish for the battery. So $20 investment, acceptable condition, but still, that's a huge win. And then the new 3DS and the 2DS and the Switch, all power on, looking good. This one may have a few other minor issues, but we're going to go ahead and reset the parental controls. So you go to the screen where it says parental controls, hit I forgot to all the prompts to where you can get a master key or inquiry number. So we have that on all 3 of these, and I'm gonna come over. We'll have Matt read me those codes. But you go to mkey generator, mkey.salthacks.org, and this just generates the key for you and usually works. And some people don't know about this, so I wanna make sure you do. You have to make sure you're entering the right system up here. You can do Switch, DS, or 3DS. And we're gonna do the 3DSs first, and I'll let you guys know if they're all good to go after this. Well, the master key generator that I've always used no longer works. At least I couldn't figure it out. So I went to this video, which I guess you can go to too, and that was able to work for the 3DS reset. Follow the instructions there. Can't quickly figure out the Switch, so that's to be determined. The 2DS though is reset, you can see there, and then the new 3DS also reset. So super happy about those. I paid $22.99 for that, and I paid $59.99 for that. Definitely paid on the higher end for those because I was confident to fix them. Unfortunately, I paid $49.99 for this Switch Lite, and I still don't know how to fix it. You have to find the device ID, and it's confusing. 4 for 5, we'll call it for now. And I gotta move on to like the couple other systems over there, and we'll go from there. All right, well, we went to Nintendo's website and paid 50 cents to get a master key for the Switch Lite, and it worked. So now you gotta choose a new pin, and then we'll get it fully reset, but that Switch is good to go. Now for a buy cost of $50.50. There's probably another way to do it. We couldn't figure it out quick. It was worth 50 cents to save time. This 3DS XL, been opened, yellowing screen. So they noted that very accurately. It's got a kind of yellow top screen, bottom screen's good. I think we're just gonna sell that as is. Somebody apparently tried to repair it, who knows who. And we'll just sell that on Whatnot. Only had 20 bucks into it. I think it's be worth at least 50 bucks in that condition. You know, many kids wouldn't care too much. They'd rather have a system than no system, right? So, and then this one doesn't have a battery, and I guess we don't have batteries, so I'm gonna order some batteries for those, and then we still have to look into the VSI XL to see if that's good to go. The other PSP that needed a battery, I've got that battery inserted from XYAB. Haven't tried powering it on yet, but looks like it's charging. And we'll see if that fires on here soon. And then the Vito, we just don't have a charger, so I'm gonna order some of those from XYAB. And we'll be able to get a lot of these going. This switch light just gonna have to sell for parts. It needs a new like game slot altogether, so we're not gonna try to fix that, but not too shabby. All right, the results of the auction are in. Ended up selling about 57 items that I got from the game store and the deal that happened at the game store. Some of the bigger wins. So the 3DS XL, bought this kind of for parts for 20, but the buyer of it paid like 70 bucks because they didn't really care about the slightly yellowed top screen. So about triple up on that one. Let's see, the NES games did quite well just because they were so clean. I had a good feeling about that. Like paid $12.99. I think it sold for pushing 30, and I actually was 30% off, so I paid less than 10 bucks for that. GameCube games did okay, but some of them I actually lost money on. I think I made a little bit on that one. Since they weren't part of the sale in the store, I didn't realize that fully at the time. I still bought a few. Didn't do great. Pokemon games usually always go pretty well, so definitely made some money on those. So with all that considered, I will say that the Game Boy SP also, that we were able to fix that sold well. The 2DS sold well. Those were some wins. With all that considered, my buy cost for what sold here was $1,000 all in after tax, everything. And the sales were $1,740 or $1,548 after fees. So literally like just above a 50% margin, about 54% margin on it, which is great because I got these games yesterday, sold all those, and they're gone. So we got $548 profit in the bank. In the main video where we bought all this stuff, I predicted about $1,400 profit to the Pokebank, and I'm pretty sure I just exceeded expectations on that chunk of games because we still have a lot more to go, and really we have quite a lot of the good stuff. So we got like all of these high-end Pokemons: Leaf Green, Fire Red, multiple blacks, White 2, couple White 2s, Black 2, Soul Silver, more Pokemons, Mario Party 4 and 5, Roland's Curse, Ocarina, the beautiful box consoles, this one being included, even though I'm keeping that one. And then there's still more stuff being repaired, being looked at, like this 3DS XL. We've got some stuff being sent off to Amazon, probably another pushing $200 between those 4 games. So really, like, the profit's gonna come together quite nicely, and I'm optimistic. So this is just one way to source in the winter. It's a great way to get your money back quickly by utilizing like a whatnot strategy. Could use eBay Live, any live format or quick selling locally, anything like that is great. We got Amazon in the background as well, a little diversification there, probably a little bit slower to sell, but still good stuff. And then the big show, we have replenished some fantastic inventory, are gonna get to build hype for that one and hopefully sell a bunch of buy it nows in addition to those items. And I think that the $1,400 profit I estimated in the main channel video, Chase After the Right Price, will be very realistic and will be realized. It will just come after January 19th, the day of the big show. So make sure we'll put the information for our whatnot down below. Use our link to get $15 credit. Come hang with us on January 19th from 9 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.